Rainbow Valley by Lucy Maud Montgomery, narrated by John Rayburn. It was a clear apple-green evening in May, and Four Winds Harbour was mirroring back the clouds of the golden west between its softly dark shores. The sea moaned eerily on the sandbar, sorrowful even in spring, but a sly, jovial wind came piping down the red harbour road, along which Miss Cornelia's comfortable, matronly figure was making its way towards the village of Glen St. Miss Cornelia was rightfully Mrs. Marshall Elliott, and had been Mrs. Marshall Elliott for 13 years, but even yet more people referred to her as Miss Cornelia than as Mrs. Elliott. The old name was dear to her old friends, only one of them contemptuously dropped it. Susan Baker, the gray and grim and faithful handmaiden of the Blythe family at Ingleside, never lost an opportunity of calling her Mrs. Marshall Elliott, with the most killing and pointed emphasis, as if to say, "You wanted to be Mr. and Mrs., you shall be with a vengeance as far as I'm concerned." That's all part of the follow-up story to Anne of Green Gables. Sure, many remember about Anne. She was sent from the Hopetown Orphanage on Prince Edward Island at age 11 and grew up there in a heartwarming tale. In this story, she's grown up, married, and with 6 children of her own. Let's listen as we move on. Chapter 1, Home Again. Miss Cornelia was going up to Ingleside to see Dr. and Mrs. Blythe, who were just home from Europe. They had been away for 3 months, having left in February to attend a famous medical congress in London, and certain things, which Miss Cornelia was anxious to discuss, had taken place in the Glen during their absence. For one thing, there was a new family in the manse, and such a family! Miss Cornelia shook her head over them several times as she walked briskly along. Susan Baker and the Anne Shirley of other days saw her coming as they sat on the big veranda at Ingleside, enjoying the charm of the cat's light, the sweetness of sleepy robins whistling through the twilight maples, and the dance of a gusty group of daffodils blowing against the old mellow red brick wall of the lawn. You will rightfully associate Anne with the beloved Green Gables. She's the one we find sitting on the steps, her hands clasped over her knee, looking in the kind dusk as girlish as by now a mother of many has any right to be, and the beautiful gray-green eyes gazing down the harbour road were as full of unquenchable sparkle and dream as ever.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?